All right, test. All right, greetings. Welcome to my YouTube channel, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're all having a extreme day. Excited to bring you a new project. This is a first project that I am bringing to you all ever since me initially letting you know that I was going to be launching a flurry of a plethora of projects, whether they're for film creation or for video games. I'm basically going to work on 3 or 4 projects at a time. Pretty much, I'm gonna launch many projects on the YouTube channel and make them have their own playlist. And in these playlists, I'll update each project to each playlist. So if you only like one project I do, if you only like the dinosaur project that I do, then you can subscribe to my channel and be notified of all of my videos. And if you want to follow the course of one particular project, you can go to my playlist, and in that playlist it will be dedicated to each of the projects, so to speak. Like one project could be a video game project, and another project could be a movie, a film project, and I'm open to crossing over into different platforms with these projects. But initially, when I introduce them to you, there will have to be a choice. And in this choice, this project here for the dinosaurs will be video games. There was I think the show was called Extreme Dinosaurs. It was a children's TV show where the scientists got dinosaurs and mutated them into some warriors, pretty much. And growing up, I always thought that was just the coolest concept, and I just want to reimagine that concept here in this video game. I rewatched a few episodes. Great show. It brought a lot of inspiration. I got to retouch on it, but essentially, they're just a bunch of muscled up dinosaurs that run around the city. They're like the street sharks, pretty much. And I want to make a video game where mutated, muscly dinosaurs are shooting up a bunch of aliens on a foreign planet. First, the dinosaurs are in space because some alien went to Earth, saw all of these dinosaurs there, and by the time he got there, maybe these dinosaurs were the last survivors of the extinction. These dinosaurs, they happened to survive. When he got there, he saw that the chaos befalling planet Earth, and so he went there to try and save a few species, perhaps. And so he collected a few samples, and maybe he grabbed a few dinosaurs, and essentially, because they were so bangled and mangled, maybe he had a few soldier bodies that needed sentience to control it. So maybe we see the process of him basically using technology to cut off the head of this thing, and cut off the head of the dinosaurs, and then putting the heads of the dinosaurs on top of the human bodies, and then sewing it together, and then basically putting them in jelly tubes and fucking with their structures and making it mold together. You know what I mean? They've become reborn, reinvented dinosaurs. These dinosaurs, they, you know, you know, none of them have wings. I don't want the pterodactyl guy to have wings, but what he will have is mechanical wings that simulate pterodactyl's wings. Because the one thing that made me angry, it just struck my attention about the TV shows, when that pterodactyl flew, it never flapped its wings. It like never flapped its wings. And only when it was carrying another dinosaur did it flap its wings like one time. That's all the strength. It's a sentient winged creature. And it just doesn't need no flaps required. It just shakes the fabrics of existence. And I mean, I just thought that was just too wild to tell children that kind of story. You know what I mean? Just make the pterodactyl flap his wings, but you gotta pay people to animate that kind of stuff. It's just funny. I'm just trying to be funny here, but really, in all seriousness, I feel like with all the technology with Unreal Engine, I gotta start learning how to make these games and stuff, and I just gotta, sometimes you gotta jump into the pool with both of your feet in. When I went to my college at the Art Institute in Santa Monica, I'm kind of bragging here, heads up, I went there. I didn't say to myself, that I would, I'm gonna go there, and I kind of lost my train of thought there, but essentially what I'm trying to convey is that, sometimes you got to jump in the pool before you know what everything's about. When I said, yeah, I'll go to that college, I didn't know all the classes that I'd be taking, but I committed to graduating. I committed to finishing. And so I did. It was hard. It was difficult. I know. It's nothing to take lightly. Nothing at all. But you gotta do it. And once you do it one time, and then you do it twice, and then you do it 3 times, and 4 times, and 5 times. Life is full of just learning, not quitting, and having guts, and that's why I gotta tackle more than one project. That's why I need to bring up awareness of the Patreon account and how you can become a Patreon member. You all should, if you all feel this project that I'm passionate about, making this dinosaur game, if it speaks out to you all in the coming series, because this project here, this brings up your awareness. When I upload this video, it'll bring up your awareness that someone out there who has the drive to do so is willing to create a space dinosaur game where they shoot out laser guns and maybe laser swords, and they're dinosaurs, you know what I mean, in outer space. Think of the Aliens movie, except with dinosaurs sitting around talking to each other, and then they go on the planet and then shoot up a bunch of aliens, you know what I mean? Should be fun. Should be incredible. And I know it seems like a far out thing to reach for and strive for me, just being one man all by myself. But I hope you all are having an extreme day, and that's what I strive for every day, and so after I've collected myself and I've become one with my destiny, so to speak, I am here before you, ready to take on such a weight and try to accomplish this thing, this project. I got my name on this YouTube channel, you know what I mean? Become a Patreon and support it. It'll be good for Earth. John, just www.patreon.com/Jonathan Gillette. All of my projects. I have a project, a video that I also spoke up mentioning earlier. I recorded it. I'm gonna upload that one with this one. It lets you all know about my pixel block this project. Basically, I'm going to be redesigning and reinventing Legos, essentially, so that, you know, you can have a means to create without having to wait for the next Lego invention, the commercial to come out for you to build the new thing. Like, everything will be designed so you can make anything. You know what I mean? That's the movement that I'm making when I ask you all to become a Patreon, so that I can buy a 3D printer, so I can run tests on printing out these different Lego parts and printing out action figures. I want you to be able to make action figures with the Legos. You can't make action figures with normal Legos. You got to use Bionicles, and even Bionicles aren't compatible with normal Lego functionalities. You can't make a Goku action figure out of Legos, but with my mind, I will design pixel blocks. I will make it readily, I will make it available to the world, and essentially you'd be able to make your own action figure Goku if you wanted to out of pixel blocks. Well, the way I market it, you'll essentially have a entirely gold chest. It'll be, you know, but that's another topic. I don't want to take all your time. Essentially, these videos, these intro videos, these beginner videos, each video project introduction, everyone, that's part one. I feel like I got to be a little talkative on each one, but I think I got the general point around trying to convince you all that this project needs some support in there. Essentially, on my channel here, what I'll be doing is I'll be uploading a flurry of videos to convey your support in this channel. Now whether you choose to support me because you want to see dinosaur video games in the future, or whether it's the movie ideas that I have, or maybe it's because you love Legos and you want to see a world of Legos that are more capable in our future, real, before you know somebody working on that. You know what I mean? Like, you see these characters in front of your face. You know, with Legos, you in a million years you couldn't dream of creating a action figure out of Legos that represents these very figures before your very eyes. But I promise you all, I'll make custom pieces. I'll make custom Legos in which you can build these creatures right here. I promise you all, because I love Legos. I'll make them so awesome. I'll make them so cool. But I need the best hardware in the world. I need it. You know why? Because so long I've been struggling to give to you all, and I graduated college to do it, to give you all that greatness. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I have guts and determination, and with that I learn on my own. No one has to tell me, and I follow my dreams. And before you all, I present myself here and my ideas and my path, and I try to subconsciously tell you that to invest into this. And if you can dig it, if you feel the project, if you love dinosaurs that could potentially be highly graphical. I mean, I'm doing all this talking, but what will come will convince you. It will speak for itself, wouldn't it? I don't have the technology that I need right now. I don't have all I have on me right now is the cheapest Wacom tablet and the $200 and a $350 laptop. These are not really expensive things at all, and I need virtual reality, so I can start sculpting in virtual reality and popping out these models easily and quicker with all the depth that can be grasped with such a tool at one's disposal. And that would cost around $400 for that Oculus Rift there. And I also need the hardware to go along with it. I need the virtual reality desktop computer, and those are the ones that I want to get. It's the most expensive one of all, because as a teacher, I want to teach the world with the best technology available. I don't want be teaching you all how to sculpt with the $350 computer I have now, and then my computer freezes all the time when I'm using Photoshop, and that's how I plan the storyline to these character designs. That's how I plan that's how I design these. Everything is done in Photoshop. I do it all in Photoshop, and so I need like hardcore computer along with something that can handle virtual reality, and the computer that my mission needs is $5,000. And so with the plethora of projects, I plan on uploading all of my inventions and conveying them full-heartedly to you all, to try and convey you all to believe in this dream that I want to carry out. I don't mean to brag about graduating college, but I mean to share with you my nature for wanting to be a part of you, and for you to be a part of this project. I just been doing this my whole life, and I hope you're all excited about it as I am. And with all the flurry of technology and everything coming out, it's just going to be a wonderful trip. Hope you all are excited. And yeah, so here is the dinosaur project. Look forward to speed sculpts of character designs for these dinosaur creatures. Now it's going to be very organic and very free-flowing, the nature of how I'm introducing to you these projects, or introducing to you the design to these aspects. Right now my main focus is to gather funds for these projects, is to update my hardware and update these things so that I can be more diverse and aware of these things, so I can teach them to you all. It's going to be a take and give relationship here. It's going to be a transparent relationship here. It is my hope that you all sacrifice and become a Patreon, so that through all of your collective sacrifices, you can culminate the result of my gift. Whether that gift is the Legos that I plan on designing and sharing and teaching you all how to make as well, along with this project here, each project that I have that I plan on taking in my career ties into another. Like when I'm talking about the Legos, I'm talking about action figures. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about 3D printing. And then when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the characters. When I'm talking about characters, I'm talking about the video games and the models and the tutorials and the speed sculpts. And then I talk about the films and all that stuff, how that all ties in together with the models. And then it's just all works together. Whether I'm giving you a link to buy a 3D statue of a 3D model that's going to be of a movie that I have coming out, or a game or anything like that, it's just all going to tie in together. And I'm going to want to show all the youth. I'm going to want to show all the youth my understanding of all these things and how they work. And I want to show them videos, and I want to show them all these great things. It's going to be really great. It's going to be a whole lifetime. And it's going to be right here on this channel. I'm not going to make 10 YouTube channels and upload them all on separate videos and things like that. I want you all to subscribe to this channel here. And that way all the plethora of projects can in turn inspire you all to do magnificent things. I hope together with your given strength and your trust, we can all just blossom together into an extreme future. And so I've done a lot of talking here, but let me just run through a few of these images here to give you a good general idea of the kind of sense and the vibe of the existential creation of what I will be creating through what you just heard. You heard me talk about the idea about dinosaurs that are in outer space, that they're like the Ninja Turtles, big Ninja Turtles. They talk to each other. They have attitude. They're kind of street, but they got all this technology. They're in outer space. You know what I mean? And then they got the mission, and things go wrong. And big aliens infest their ship, and then they have to go solve the problem and solve the planet that made the aliens come on the ship. So you got these big buff dinosaurs. They got these armors, they got these clothes and all this stuff. It works. It works. It works. You see, all this stuff. Some of this stuff is extreme, but some of this stuff is a little more tame. Like, I want it to look more like this, like this. This is kind of be like the more style that I'm going for our characters, like this and like this. But then you want more references, to illustrate and convey. I want to convey to you all that, some of these characters here, you got the long neck ones and these ones here, and ho ho ho, look at those, look at them go. And then this guy here, we had to have an alien. I'll give him a mohawk to make him look cooler, maybe make him look like Thanos and give him a mohawk. Because look at the guy, he looks like Thanos, but something else, maybe give him a mohawk, but yeah, build a story around that. But essentially what I want to do is I want to have these models pretty cool and detailed. I'll work on them and create the base models with the technology I have at my disposal now. But my intent is to introduce you all to these projects, get you excited about these projects, get you to invest into these projects so that I can have the technology to finish these projects, because I will carry them out. I'll do them. I'm passionate about these projects. These projects have sat with me and have adapted and been redeveloped throughout time. And I always knew that after I graduated college, there would be a time where I introduced to you these concepts. But I had to be more ready. At the time, I knew nothing about 3D printing. I knew nothing about the measurements that you would need to study. I knew nothing about the softwares one would try and attempt or use. I didn't know about the facets of business and storytelling and marketing and how things could fluctuate and change. And then I had to watch the videos on the toys that made us on Netflix, and it's just a bunch of there's a big journey I've been through. It was a big journey that got me to where I am now, since I last uploaded a video on YouTube. But I love you all. I love you all, and I appreciate you all, and you guys are always positive. You're always amazing. And I hope you're all having an extreme day. And I hope you all continue to support me. Remember, just beating the message here. Please subscribe and ring that bell notification icon, and also become a Patreon. Thank you all, and look forward to any video add-ons. When I add a part 2 and a part 3 to the video, it will be _01, _02, and so forth, with the same naming convention. These naming conventions, once established, will be in a playlist on my YouTube channel, and all past videos from my YouTube channels will not forget where I came from, will not forget all the support you guys gave me. I'll wrap all those videos up into a origin playlist. That way, when a viewer comes to my future YouTube channel, they'll see they'll see the playlists of the projects that will last for eternity, that will be taken seriously, and that will be public knowledge for people to see, and the development of each of the projects. They'll be able to see all of their money and all their investments, and they'll be able to see how all of their trust just was rightfully placed when the growth of the channel itself is the proof. I want the existence of my YouTube channel to be the proof of the dedication to give back to society in my own way. We all are on this here planet together, and I just wanna exude an extreme example so that I may in turn be mimicked, and that we all as a collective may benefit from this addition to the learning of 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 the educational system placed before all of us. This is a great opportunity for all of us, and I am definitely here to capitalize on being able to use the platform like YouTube to 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 uh to give back. We may not always, you know, make a movie here or there, or make a big Steven Spielberg movie here or there, but on YouTube, that's free. And if you really want to give back, that's what it's all about. And and just so that we could set up a good future and a good means of converting one's talents into a means of an empire, building an empire. Basically, I wanna be a part of that. You help out here and there, you help, and then you really get how cool it is. And so yeah, I'll be in charge of making the. I'll be in charge of I'll be pretty much being the boss of all my projects. It's just how it has to be until it changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in charge. Like, if I die, or if I, pass on or something like that, these projects, they're not going to get done. They're not going to get made. And it's to me to create these things, to bring them to you all, and I could do it quicker, and I could make so much more. We gotta build up these Patreon supporters. So I'll definitely be uploading speed scopes of various projects, whether it be characters for this one or characters for that one. But it's just simply to just to continue to bring up the awareness, to continue to raise funds on these projects. I'm gonna have you guys to be able to have a direct donation to my PayPal, or you can become a Patreon and have a monthly charity there, and just to support the strength of this channel. And it is through these collective various projects that is my intent to alleviate the tension from you all, is to have these projects funded with an even greater swiftness. I know I am one man, but with at my disposal, technology, it's come such a far way. Don't let that discourage your support. And just know that the mind behind these projects is the mind delivering to you this project. If I've at all sparked any zeal to get you excited about any sort of contemplation about what I'm saying, then you know that this all came from source of me delivering to you such an existence in the first place. And I invite you, I welcome you to subscribe. I welcome you to become a Patreon, and I welcome you to ring that bell notification icon. I thank you all, and that wraps up this video here. Look out for more projects being announced, because there are so many projects. I have a lot of video game ideas. I have a lot of movie ideas, and just 2 days ago, marking this date, I was inspired to do the Lego project. So when I pitched it to you all, I mean, the mind that got it quick, but what took to get the mind there was a lifetime. and of struggle, of anguish, of blood, sweat, and tears. And I just take my passion for this so seriously. And if there's ever any sliver of talent you see in my art, or if there's ever a sliver of sway or conviction that you hear in my words, then you have come in alignment with the power and the passion that drives me continually to continue these projects myself. It's through it, and I bring them to you here because maybe not tomorrow, maybe not a month from now, but one day all these projects that I did bring to you, that one day will just be so finished, and you'll be able to go back in the timeline and see to where I first asked you to believe, and you'll see it and you'll say, that is extreme, and I just want to ask you all to just, and the reason why I'm doing all this talking, it's like my second video. It's my second project. These are all personal to me, but at the same time, I am aware that you have to put aside certain things to get certain things done. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why this video here is such a sort of a nonchalant, comedic, free, improvisational type of delivery packaged concept to you all now, is because it is through this method I will be able to convey the depths of the meaning of the project in a sense that is natural to me, and in turn create a sense of transparency, a sense of relationship, a sense of community. I'm not really the talkative type. I like to draw and think, but I don't like to label myself either, because who they were, even if they said they were, even 10 years from now, in the past, but yeah, so I'll be in charge of all these other projects I bring to you. I decide all the rules that go into them. I do the designs. I pick my inspirations from here and there. But one thing you get a professor to tell you is to use references when you're doing your designs, whether that be anatomy or human structure or you just so I hope you all enjoyed this, and there will be so much more to come. So even if you may like these projects, just make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button, and that bell notification icon, because there's gonna be so much more projects. I'm telling you, you guys are all gonna be like, wow, you're gonna need a whole company to make all these projects finish fast. You're gonna need you came up with all these things by yourself. Wow, these are great. I really hope that you learn everything. I hope you learn all these softwares like the back of your hand. I hope you learn all the 3D printing hardware like the back of your hand. I hope you get all the hottest tech, so you could teach all the people of the world how to do all the things of their dreams and make it easy and real for them to understand. Support this channel, and you will support a giving channel. You will support a movement. You will support excellence. But you gotta you gotta take that first step, become a Patreon, or give directly to my PayPal account. I thank you all for your time. I will not make this video any longer. And you all have an extreme day. Thank you. Thank you all. Have an extreme day.